What are housing choice vouchers?
Created in 1974, the Section 8 Housing Choice Voucher Program was established to provide affordable housing options for the elderly, disabled, and low-income families. Funding for this program comes from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD. Then a public housing agencies, PHAs, is responsible for overseeing the local process. If you are selected as a participant in the program, you would be able to select an eligible living space that best meets the needs of your family. Each month you would pay 30% of the household's adjusted monthly income directly to your landlord, and PHA would pay the remaining balance to your landlord.
How do I know if I qualify?
Eligibility into the program is based on the total annual gross income and family size. If your income does not exceed 30% of the median income in your area, it is likely your application will be approved. Due to laws, 75% of voucher applicants must be provided housing vouchers. If you are unsure if you meet the income requirements, your local PHA can assist with providing income details on your local community.
What is the application process like?
Once you start the application process, the PHA will gather personal information to determine your eligibility. They will need your family income, assets, and your family composition if you have a spouse or kids living with you. Be sure you are honest with the PHA office. They will verify everything you say with your bank, your employer, and any other local agencies.
I'm ready to apply. Now what?
Once you are ready to apply for a housing choice voucher, you will need to contact your local PHA. The application is free, but be sure to check with your local PHA office to determine how to best submit the application. After you apply, you will either be rejected or placed on a waitlist. If you are placed on the waitlist, be patient. Current applicants have experienced 1 to 2 years before getting approved. During this time, make sure you are checking your status and being responsive to any request made by the PHA.
What are the 4 simple steps to apply for Section 8 online?
Applying for rental assistance online is the easiest and fastest way to apply for Section 8 housing. Most housing authorities across the U.S. have a website where you can obtain a Section 8 housing choice voucher. Many housing authorities will have software that enables you to fill out an initial application online, saving applicants time from having to mail or drop off an application. Be aware that your local housing authority may or may not allow you to submit an application online. You may be required to mail or drop off your application.
What is step 1?
The first step to apply for Section 8 online is to contact your local public housing authority, PHA. Most housing authorities will have a website where you can obtain a Section 8 housing choice voucher. You can either download the application, fill it out by hand and mail, or drop it off at the local housing authority office, or fill the application out online.
What is step 2?
Register for a waitlist. An online Section 8 housing application may require you to create a profile online. This will require you to register some of your basic information such as name, email, and phone number. You will also be required to create a username, password, and answer security questions.
What is step 3?
After registering for a waitlist check account, you will now begin the initial application process. Applicants will be asked a series of questions that the housing authority will use to identify the initial eligibility and confirm the identity of an applicant, such as current address, family members, employment, income, additional contacts, and value of assets. This information will be pre-filled on your online Section 8 application. It is required by law to provide accurate information to the best of your ability.
What is step 4?
The final step in completing your Section 8 application online is to confirm your email address. Follow the instructions in the email to confirm your application. Be sure to check your email for any updates and log in to your online account for any questions you may have.
What happens when I'm finally approved?
After some time on the waitlist, you've finally gotten the news that you are off the waitlist, and now you can start the process of looking for your new home. Rest assured, the PHA requires that your new landlord provides safe, sanitary, and decent housing, and the unit must pass a housing quality set by the PHA. You will then sign a year-long lease with the landlord, and the landlord will sign a contract with the PHA. Each party has specific obligations to adhere to throughout the lease term. You will need to make sure that you pay your portion of the rent on time each month, keep the unit in good standing, and immediately notify the PHA if there are any income or family changes. Getting selected for the Section 8 Housing Choice Voucher is no easy feat. However, once you ensure you are eligible and complete your application at your nearest PHA, you've already completed the hard part. Once you are off the waitlist, you can start the process of moving to your new home. Please read more about all of the government housing programs and other government benefits at www.affordablehousingheroes.com.